I travel a lot, and often that is on Frontier and Spirit, and I did a video where I told you guys about all the different carry-ons that I carry, what's the best one, and how exactly I pack to make sure I fill absolutely everything in there. Now with the holidays coming up, I have multiple trips, and my first one, I will be taking a personal item because we're going on Frontier, so I thought I'd show you guys exactly how to pack it, because I'll be gone for 4 days, and I don't want to pay money. First tip that I always do is that I wear my heaviest clothes when I'm going there. It does not matter if I have to get off the plane and go to a wedding, I will be wearing my heaviest clothes there. And since the holidays are in winter and I'm going up north for most of my trips, that means my coats, my heavier sweaters, my boots, all of that will be worn there. These are all things that I will not be wearing. Now we have my wonderful Corpse Bride sweater, a windbreaker, another hoodie, 2 shirts, one of those is actually a bodysuit. In there we have all of my underwear and a pair of jeans, a overall, and my cargo pants. Try not to mind the mess that is my office. I'm moving, and if you guys have not seen that video or that's not out yet, I am packing absolutely everything, and I have all my luggage in here. Compression cubes are your best friend when you're traveling like this. I know a lot of people do the vacuum seal ones, but honestly, when you're trying to get somewhere and all your clothes are vacuum sealed, it is not very easy to actually take them out, unpack, and you have to carry a pump with you. No. So things like my hoodie and my sweater and all my pants are going to go into this little cube. I got mine off Amazon. I have a set of 3, but I honestly, for this trip, don't think I'm gonna need more than just this medium-sized one. I know some people like the rolling method, but if I'm gonna use a compression cube, I want to get this as even as possible before shoving it in. I will say that I do have technically a shared carry-on with my friend, but we're actually just taking that for other stuff that isn't really going to be my clothes. Does that make sense? Things like souvenirs and things that you don't really pack. It's mostly gonna be empty on our way there, so I'm not really including that. Also, I think it's just good practice to make sure that you can fit all your stuff in a smaller bag, because life of luxury is not for me. Now, I only have 3 pieces of clothing in here, but I'm still gonna take my jeans and my overalls and layer it on top of these 3 little bundles. Now, normally if it's warmer and I'm going somewhere that, I don't know, isn't going to freeze me, I wouldn't really care much for using compression on these heavier items because I'm not taking heavier items. I would literally just put everything into a compression cube, shove it in, and say, peace out, Girl Scout. People normally recommend not filling these up more than 80%, but I say no. I didn't buy this to keep it empty. You will, however, probably have to sit on this or put some sort of pressure to make sure that this goes to. I was gonna do some movie magic, but I didn't realize this, but my compression cube's broken. I haven't used this in a hot minute. I didn't realize that the zipper was broken. So the medium one ripped, but I do have my bigger one. So we're gonna move this to this one, and we're gonna add all of my clothes into this one, which is not what I wanted to do. Just like, for some reason, this might be a me thing. I just like having different, like, compartments for everything. And I know exactly how the last one ripped. It's literally just because I'm excessively aggressive when unzipping these, like, collapsible places. I will also say make sure that these large ones fit in your actual luggage, because I found that why I normally don't carry this one is because it doesn't fit in my luggage. Like, the dimensions are normally too wide to fit in a lot of personal items. I actually didn't check if this one fit, so I might actually have to buy a new one because I normally travel with that medium size. But let's see. Maybe I can make it work. Let's try this again. It's done. It's compressed. All my clothes in this one bag. Now, I do still have, of course, this thing with all my underwear and my socks and, you know, things that I really wouldn't want to compress because they're expensive. But I'm not a big fan of just, you know, packing every single outfit, changing 3 times a day. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure this actually fits in my bag. And it does. wow, whoop-de-doo. I splurged a little bit on a luxury good. I'm not gonna explain. But yeah, basically it fits in there. This is actually the exact dimensions of, I think it's off by like an inch, but the exact dimensions, and I still have space. So this, which has basically nothing in there, it'll be fine. I'm not gonna shove it in there like this, that's very bad. Also, if you guys haven't seen, I pack all my toiletries into these little bags. So in here, I have my toner, my cleanser, some makeup, all my jewelry in this little thingy. And I have 2 of these, and in one is more of my skincare, and the other is my makeup and my jewelry, and I just shove them in. Done. That's how I take a weekend, 4 days, maybe even a week's worth of clothes into my personal item. Makes life easy, and honestly, once you invest in a good pair of these, this is not a good pair, this was like $16 on Amazon. Once you invest in a good like compression bag and you know what you actually have to carry, like your makeup and your skincare, and you have the minis or even just good travel containers, you could live on it for a long time. I do a lot of this content and hopefully it helps you out, but at the end of the day, remember, do your own research, do what works for you, because I'm not a professional, I'm just the middle child.